What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Elden Ring. Convergence. We got Malekith to take down today. We might do some of the other small bosses, but I think we're gonna make some progress towards the main things. The main goals. We're gonna pop into the DLC. Run through some of that. Alright. Did I upgrade these? Yes, I did. Okay. Two-handed weapon anymore, so... What's up, Razor? What's up, Bug? How are you guys doing? A B-tier celebrity. Being a teacher sounds like a nightmare. I could never see myself getting any higher than, like, how far do the tiers of celebrity go? Does it go all the way down to Z? Because I couldn't see myself getting past, like, W. Do these deal... They are pure fire damage. Okay, so... Yeah, these are useless too, then. Do Coal of the Forge. Do Ever-Burning Ember. What are these questions? What? No, that's not gonna work because there's no physical damage. Okay, so there's 4 that I have to hit. I don't know. Being a mouse doesn't sound all that great, but I don't like poodles that much, so... I'll go with a poodle, I guess. Do that? Why not? I hope that works. Worse than Airbud. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize those were coinciding. I thought they were 2 completely separate. It doesn't help that I'm getting hit with literally every attack. These have the same issue as the hammer with much less reward. They're just so low range. like I'm standing right in front of him and I'm not hitting him. These aren't gonna work. I'm switching back to my other strategy. Yeah, Airbud, well, that's not even to mention the Air Buddies that they did alongside that. Where they had all of his puppies doing remarkable things. Okay. That's cool. Are you just talking about different dogs because of my title? Okay, it's a homing boulder. That's cool. I was not aware of the boulder's homing capabilities. My apologies, Malekith. I wasn't familiar with your game. I missed the roll. I should have had him that time. I should have had him that time. Gosh dang. You know, something I've been wondering, because I haven't done a going nowhere fast blind speed run in a bit. One, what game to do it in? But two, if I were to do it in Elden Ring, how fast is the fastest Elden Ring speed run? There probably won't be one for a bit after this one. Oh, that movie's depressing, especially if you know that context of the final scene. I don't remember the name of the German Shepherd in the movie that Burt Reynolds played, I believe. The information from behind the scenes of that is really sad. George Clooney? No, it wasn't George Clooney that played the German Shepherd. Hold on, let me... I don't know how I dodged that, but... that was way... choking. Oh my gosh, I almost choked. All dogs go to heaven. Yeah, it is this one. Okay. I was thinking of the right one. Yeah, Charlie, Burt Reynolds. The main dog was Burt Reynolds. But, so, it's really sad. The little girl he's talking to in the final scene when he says, "I'll see you later." The girl that voiced that character was murdered by her father during the making of the movie. And, Burt Reynolds had to deliver that line after she had died. Which is why he's so... that was like his 65th take, I think, of that scene. Because most of the time he couldn't get through the scene. He couldn't... he just kept breaking during the scene. Which is... oh, gosh. Heart-wrenching. No, well, okay, maybe movie, yes. She voiced was the name Ducky? The little dinosaur from Land of Time, or Land Before Time, rather. Oh, for Bert. Oh, okay. Was that Burt Reynolds' only voice acting credit? Obviously, he was a prolific actor. The Wholesome Matilda story? I mean, I know the set of that movie was super fun for all the kids. Like, Danny DeVito made it a fun set to be a part of. I don't know any, like, specific story, though. I think a lot of people are sick of Jack Black's movies.
I have this world and death. Are you to commit? Very well, let my hand.
There are a lot of people that hate him because of his movies. Some people are... Oh. That's nice. Danny DeVito is a good guy. There's a lot of people who are sick of seeing him because he is in everything, which... Oh, I can admit myself, I'm getting kind of tired of Jack Black. I don't hate him, but I know a lot of people dislike him because of that. There's people who dislike him because of his political opinion, of course. Because, you know, oh, if you don't agree with me, then you're wrong. For me, one of the reasons I'm not fond of him is he's so incredibly outspoken against Christianity, not to the point, not like, oh yeah, I'm atheist, I don't agree with it, but to the point where he's actually said some very hateful things about Christians, and I'm like, that's not cool. Oh, and yeah, Tenacious D, I don't think was him alone. I think that was both people. Kyle Brandt, is that the other? Yeah, Kyle Gass. Where did I get Kyle Brandt? What? That might be a sports thing. Hold on, I have to... He might be a football player. Nope, he's a television host. Oh, he is a sport. Yeah, it's for freaking Good Morning Football. How did I have his name? He probably reported on something about the NFL. That's probably why I had his name in my head. Kyle Gass. See, yeah, that's the thing that I'm just like, he is in so many different movies, and it's kind of got I don't know. I think his acting chops have gotten, I don't want to say they've gotten worse. I think he's gotten so much more exaggerated from what he used to be. Because if you watch him in School of Rock, yeah, School of Rock, if you watch him in Tenacious D, in Kung Fu Panda even, when he's doing voice acting, I know that's not a full acting role, but still. When you watch him in those, he's like, he's got that same, you know, with having some catchphrases like skadoosh and, you know, all those kind of things. Now he seems like a caricature of himself. It seems like he was trying to play it up. Yeah, that's exactly. You, right? I looked over to see you saying the exact same thing as me, right as I said that. What the? Oh, okay, this one's... Well, he was dual-wielding axes. I don't know where the other one went. Yeah, like in his older movies, when Jack Black would do something goofy, I'd be legitimately laughing at it. Like, oh, that was funny. Like, but like in the Minecraft movie, when he's doing all his stupid chicken jockey, you know, like all of that, I'm not laughing at it because it's actually funny. I'm laughing at it because it's cringe. I don't know. I think there's been a lot of actors who have stayed fantastic throughout their careers. Sean Connery was always phenomenal. I don't know that he had a bad acting role. He played in some bad movies, but I think he was a fantastic actor. We mentioned Burt Reynolds for the voice acting earlier, but I think I'm not supposed to be there. I don't know anything about Sean Connery as a person. Unfortunately, that is the way a lot of people in Hollywood are, though. Oh, did he step out on his wife? That's not cool. Oh, okay, abusive. Gotcha. But yeah, I think there's plenty of other actors. Morgan Freeman. Always a great actor. I think it's usually comic actors that happens to. Well, that was surprising. I'll give you that one, Convergence. You got me there. Oh, Jim Carrey is one of the best actors of all time. What the? not a fan of you spamming that. Really not a fan of you spamming that. Yeah, he wasn't that hard. I forgot just how loud the mod boss's music are. I don't know why. That's something huge thing that you gotta get fixed with this mod, I will say. Tone down the music, please. I beg of you. Oh yeah, we got the Godskin matriarch here too. Yeah, Ewan McGregor, I think, is a fantastic person. Like I said, Danny DeVito. I think Danny DeVito stayed a fantastic actor for his entire career. Oh, yeah. Okay. But yeah, then you have guys like Robert Downey Jr., who I think he's been a fantastic actor for a long time. He went through a rough time and came back out of it. And you've got to commend him for that. Okay. I might as well grab both of those. Oh, yeah, I never explored either of these areas. Let's go up here. Let's go to the deep depths. We can teleport to the other one. How many bosses in this do I wish were in the base game? None. I can't say I've really loved any of the base game bosses they had here. Maybe with some tweaking some of them could work, but some of them are cool conceptually, like the one that I just fought. I will say it was probably better than fighting Gideon, so I can at least give it that. But it was not a top tier fight. One change I did like was the Leonine Misbegotten was actually using the grafted greatsword. Which I think is much cooler than him just using some regular sword and then you getting the greatsword from him. I hate these. I hate these so much. But yeah, there's a few of them that haven't been too bad, but oh no, this just leads down. I don't want that. I have interest in it, I don't have the money to spend on it. It's looked. I've seen a couple people play it, and it looks interesting. But I'm just. I have, in the time of $60 games, I have purchased 3 $60 games. I think I've purchased 3 at full price. Elden Ring, Sekiro, and Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3, I should specify. Those are the only games I have paid full $60 for. Yeah. I pre-ordered that one. Because I was like, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise as a kid. I was just like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3, finally. And, funny enough, never ended up playing it. I played it for, like, the first 30 minutes, maybe, of the game. I am so lost in the story, and everybody was like, oh, you need to play Birth by Sleep. I'm like, oh, okay. And I started Birth by Sleep, never finished it. So not the best. Most of these are two-way in this mod, so can always come back through. It was not two-way. Okay. Great. Oh, hi. Hello, Gory.
Guide hoped to strap and fret. Should you I will teach you. Ah, then you are willing. I need your help. A name resting at the
I'm not doing Millicent's quest. See, as much as people say that, I can kind of keep track of Kingdom Hearts through the first two games. I understand the story from the perspective of the first two Kingdom Hearts games. You start to lose me after that, but that's just because those are the only two. That's a lie. I played through all of 365 and a half days. Is that freaking weirdly named game? And oh yeah, I played through what is the worst Kingdom Hearts game I played through. Why did I lose the name of it? It's the one where you're using the cards on the freaking Game Boy. Fantastic games though. I love Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Gosh dang it. Maybe I should play those on stream at some point. Only problem is those are long games because they're freaking JRPGs. Oh, it's one of those ones you have to sneak up on. Hello? Thank you. I like the fact that I'm sneakily being hunted by a boulder through this town. Can you get off the horse? Thank you. Ah, nice try. There's a lot of features this mod adds that I like. Like the new weapons, some of the new areas have been good. The new bosses are interesting. Hey, chill out. Some of the new areas have downright sucked, though. I did not like the way they redesigned Fair Missoula. Hi. Staff of Loss? Is this Loss? Oh yeah, this isn't a mod that's intended to make things incredibly difficult. Stressed that the boat in the Imperial City got hijacked by a pirate while you slept. Yeah, that sounds like Oblivion. I love Oblivion. I wish I could play Oblivion. Remastered, not DOG. I could play DOG, but I don't wanna. Damn. That was easy. I already have Skyrim. Can I go back now? Cool. I'm glad we finished that little side quest. Stop backstepping, you stupid cock! Good grief. That was rude. I mean, not exactly, Bug, because there are tangible dollar amounts you can look to answer that question. There is no feasible answer with is there more doors or wheels? So, okay, see, the thing with this argument that it comes down to is, what do you consider a door, what do you consider a wheel? Because if you consider a heart valve a door, you have to consider every single heart valve in every creature that's alive. If you consider that there are things that are referred to as doors in, like, computing, there's no wheel existent for that door. So that's where you can get really granular with that thing, and I don't think there is a decisive answer you could offer. I've had this conversation with multiple people because I think it's really interesting. I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. I am of the opinion that there is no answer. There is no concrete way you could say, yes, there are more wheels than doors. All the areas that you've given me the ability to ride on my horse skin, this isn't one of them? This is never the most egregious area that lacks a horse, I suppose, but the addition of the horse would have been very much appreciated. Still gonna have to fight the Baleful Shadow here. Nope. Cool. Ooh. This is new. A mausoleum in the Lake of Rot. Very interesting. Oh, he made it so the... Okay, well, at least part of the lake does not build up rot. Interesting. Where does this lead me? Oh, up to the peak, the overlook. I think I do have a thing that makes me immune to rot, correct? Yep. I can run around here all I want. Rude? Actually, wait, hold on. This guy looks like he's afflicted by rot. Yeah, these guys are afflicted by rot. And I imagine would build it up if I were not wearing that clarifying horn charm. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's just a straight up rot breath attack. Cool. Hate that. Need some water. Some water. If I did not have one hand on a water jug, I probably would have been able to jump out of that, but no guarantee. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, there's an item in there. Let me go and get that. You guys can piss right off. Okay. Now this I like. This I really like. Credit where credit's due. So far, I'm liking this better than the vanilla area. There's a lot of other areas of this mod that I have not been able to say that. There's the bridge over there, I suppose. Get rid of that guy. Yep, that's the way to go. I gotta go down, 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 and down. That's an old song, gosh. When did that song come out? I haven't heard that in forever. The alluring pot. I'm going to allure so many enemies with that. Sick. You can do nothing to me. I am immune to your meager attempts of inflicting rot. The rot that consumes you cannot touch me. I remain unafflicted. Sup, bro? Get got. I don't know how many fires I need to light to progress. Oh, goodness. I think I'm going to spend tomorrow trying to find myself a new office chair. The one I am sitting in is currently... I can't even say slowly. I was gonna say slowly. It is very quickly falling apart. Thank you. Alright, you can go ahead and spew all your death all over the place. I don't really care. But yeah, no, I think I already mentioned that the headrest has fallen off. The entire seat is currently caving in. It's like this mesh seat, and I guess part of the mesh started to tear along the edge where it's held in by the plastic, and it has just slowly progressed to tearing down the whole length of the side of the seat. So I am no longer held up by the mesh. I am like sitting on all the plastic and stuff under the mesh. And gotta be honest, not the most comfortable thing. Believe it or not. This mace is really cool. I like this mace a lot. Okay, we've got 2 out of 4. I'm surprised. Oh, yeah, they moved him up there. He's normally down here. I've actually never fought this. Okay, I've fought him. I've never, like, stood and beaten him. I've, like, ran by him and been like, nope. Well, okay. I'm on a tree. Not immune to that. Ooh. Is this where the soldier is? Oh no, he's up there. They actually give him a proper arena. That's cool. I'm a guess one of the things is locked behind him. Yes, it is. Arena still filled with rot, of course. He was pretty easy. Dragon Scale Blade. Dragon Scale, Dragon Scale. Everybody loves the Dragon Scale. Oh, I didn't see that one. Cause madness build up was interesting. What just fell? Oh, part of the chair. Just as I was saying. Okay, it's like a... It's similar to Moonveil, but it deals all lightning damage. Sulian's Razors is very interesting. I like the look of this weapon. This is like legit parkour. Elden Ring parkour champion. 2025. Alright, cool. I have no idea where the last one is. Have arrows rained upon me while I'm running through here. Puppy! Oh. That archer is being very cordial to not shoot me. I appreciate that. It's probably up these stairs, if I had to guess. Well, one of them was. Not the one I'm looking for. Where's the last brazier? Up there, probably. Excusez-moi. Okay, I was gonna let you live, but you're being a cuck, so you get to die now. Simple as. Yep, that'd be it. Oh, you know what? Just teleport over there. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I got a phone call from somebody. All right. That's what I was sitting there. That's the reason I ended up falling off, because I was debating. I'm like, do I pick up the phone or not? Because I'm looking at it, and I was like, I kind of don't want to talk to this person right now. It's not like one of my friends or anything. I'll clarify that. It was. We'll phrase it. We'll phrase it. It was a business call. But yeah, I was just like, oh, I can't really talk right now. And he's like, oh no, I just wanted to look about setting up a meeting. I'm like, okay, that's great. Oh, certainly hope there isn't any items up there. Those arrows zip. Oh, hi. Why is there so many of you singing? But yeah, I think what I was saying before is I'm gonna spend tomorrow finding myself a new chair. The way she just freaking starched was very funny. Fell face first into the freaking pavement. Oh, hi, Snuppet. What? From nothing? I had no death meter buildup. It was instant? Are you kidding me? It's servant of rot, not freaking servant of death. Good grief, man. Alright, well apparently I have to clear this whole freaking area out again and then put on the death one. That's freaking ridiculous, dude. In no circumstance should a death blight be a one-hit build-up. That is insane to me. Because it quite literally makes it a one-shot. A guaranteed one-shot. Alright, well, I've liked most of what they've done with this area, but that's not cool. All right. So that is legitimately a requirement for fighting this guy. Cool. Yeah, note to all mod authors or anybody making anything like that for Elden Ring. One hit Death Blight is legitimately BS. Like it. It's completely unfair. Interesting. Go ahead and rest. I don't think I have enough to level up. I do. I had more than I thought. Okay, it's a reskin of the demi-human queens. Okay, not cool that that sinks under the ground. Got it that time. waited far too long to do that. Based on how quick it got off the floor, I didn't think I would have had time to... Okay, what is the lock-on doing here? It would have been dead if the lock-on didn't screw up. Okay. That was honestly probably the best boss they added in this mod. At least that I've fought. That one wasn't too bad. Credit where credit's due. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's grab it. Got a freaking boatload of runes. I want to use some of the other weapons, man. As much as I just want to sink everything into strength and like two-shot bosses. Ugh. Make these. Let's do some of the weird ones. No, we'll get the intelligence one. Why not? know that any of those are super useful. Eh. Sure. I want to go into the realm of shadow. I was too close to him. I also didn't switch my talismans to the proper setup. Gosh, okay. That freaking thing has burst potential. Yeah, I'm using the right one here. I mean, yeah, let's try it with this. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get off many charged attacks. Okay, cool. I will be able to get off none. Grief. I don't know why. My first playthrough, it seemed like I was getting good at fighting the lion, and now I'm just like... I'm getting tossed around by him for some reason. Like, seriously, every time I'm fighting this guy after my first playthrough, it seems like I'm consistently just getting my ass handed to me. Like, well, and what am I supposed to do there? I didn't even get a chance to dodge. I just get shoved through both attacks and die. Like, gosh. This is definitely not the way to go. We've got to do that. I mean, let's try this. Okay, the concussive smash has once again found a place. This is ice. Alright, I guess we're switching back to the, back to the hammer. Oh, he dropped something? Oh, yeah, he drops the Divine Beast head. I forgot it doesn't just give it to you. This is different, right? Or was it like that? I don't remember if that was an elevator or... I thought I just went straight up to the stairs, but I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. There's no point in coming up here right now. So back to the 3-path cross. I don't really care about NPC quest lines. I was down to do them for the Soul Level 1 run because I needed them. I almost jumped into that. That would have been embarrassing. think I want to use the Great Mace through this area. Just because, you know, little enemies stagger better with big weapon. And I can keep them at a distance. Oh, there's some interesting news, too. We'll probably talk about it more on, I say more. I'll probably mention it on the pod. But there is, a couple new classes coming to Elden Ring when it releases on the Switch 2. They're adding 2 new classes in a DLC. It's going to be automatically on Switch 2, I believe. I don't know if you have to pay for it. I'm going to be a little miffed if you have to pay for it on other platforms, but it'll include 2 new classes. And one of them is going to start with Milady. So you get to start with a light greatsword that you normally would not be able to access until over halfway through the game, which I think is fantastic. Alright, gotta be more careful than that. All right. I will admit, I took you a little unseriously last time. I came to regret that decision. Not so this time. Cool. Ooh, there's a lot of DLC weapons, too, that I'm gonna get to see just from exploring. It'll be interesting to find weapons that are normally drops. Well, I guess we're getting that when we inevitably die. Fly, eagles. Die, eagles, die. Cool. I didn't realize you could jump up that. I thought you had to go along the little path. Learn something new every day, I suppose. Although, it would be rather unfortunate if that was the only thing I learned today. Oh, so I have an interesting story from yesterday to tell. That, so I'm sitting, I tend to get to work early. Because I like to sit in the park, I'll sit in my car and, like, plan for D&D or, you know, stuff like that. But I like to be at work in the parking lot ready to go. You know, just in case. Like, it keeps me from getting... I think it stems from me being late to work once because I got caught in traffic or something like that. I'm also generally just somebody who likes to get early. Get where I'm going early. So, you know... There's just a really long explanation to reason why I was in the parking lot 2 hours before I had to clock in for work. Yes, I know it's weird. Everybody tells me that. I'm well aware. But I got this little thing in my head that's like, hey man, you clock in at 6. It's already 4. Okay, I will say I'm not quite in the parking lot 2 hours before I go into work. I leave for work 2 hours before I'm supposed to clock in. I'm stopping at a store to grab something for lunch before work. Or grab a drink, whatever. So I leave, and then I grab my drink, and I'm usually in the parking lot for like hour and a half, hour 15 before work. But I'll sit in the parking lot and then go in 20 minutes before I have to clock in. A long-winded explanation to say, I stopped at the store yesterday and got some pre-cut watermelon. 'Cause, you know, what the I'm sorry? Okay. Anyways, I'm doing the Daniel fast right now, which, for those unaware, it's the fast that Daniel did in the book of Daniel when the Israelites got captured by the, got subjugated would be the right term, by the Babylonians. He did not want to eat any of the Babylonians' food that they provided because he viewed it as unclean. And so him and his 3 allies, Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, all partook in this fast for 10 days. They could not eat meat. They did not eat bread. They did not eat any processed wheat. They did not drink anything but water. So that's the fast I'm doing. And mine ends on Thursday. But, I'm doing that, so I'm like, okay, I'll have some watermelon before work. You know, I love watermelon. It fits within my fast. I can have fruit, so... yeah. I eat the watermelon. It's probably about... I clock in at 4. It's probably about 2:30. I'm like, you know... I'm not feeling too great. My stomach hurts. Something ain't right. I'm like, I go in like an hour. I'll be good. 30 minutes later, I was not good in the slightest. I was actually in dire straits. I ended up going in almost an hour before I was supposed to clock in. I was like, all right, I have to go in. I stood up out of my car and my vision went white. Like if you've ever stood up too fast and you get a little lightheaded, your vision gets blurry and everything, that's what my vision looked like. The entire way into work. Which, I mean, it's a big parking lot, but it's, you know, I'm not like a 15-minute walk, but still, it took me a good 2 minutes to walk in. I thought I was going to pass out. So, Get out of my way. I make it into work. I set all my stuff down in the break room. Still, like, really out of it. Go to the bathroom, and I spend the next 30 minutes evacuating all of the food I've eaten. Just tossing, it was not cookies, but I was tossing a whole lot of grossness out. That was bad. I did not feel good. That was a fairly scary moment, though, being like, oh, I can't see. Okay. That's no good. Let's try it with this. Hello, Relina. Seem to deal a lot less damage than you do base game. I didn't mean to dodge in. All right, first try. Thank you, Twin Moon Knight. Gosh, the contrast between my first time fighting her and now is kind of crazy. excuse me, gentlemen. I'll be taking that. Cool. What can I do with these now? Right, I can wield something new now. I don't remember what it was. Who broke something? Who's breaking things? It's very rude. Godskin Stitcher. I can use the Godskin Flayer as well. Pure holy damage. Inflicts soul burn. Interesting. I wonder if he added any bosses to the Realm of Shadow. They make that dragon deal so little damage. I can understand having the enemies deal very little damage to the dragon. But it is kind of annoying that the dragon just like barely tickles the enemies, so it's like, oh, if I go in there, I'm gonna have to deal with both of them. Bone shard. Cool. spirit gravestone. I don't know what those do. That looks like a comfy chair. Not all that threatening when it breaks that easily, I have to say. I didn't even know there was a guy coming up behind me, but that's really funny that I accidentally tapped it again and just annihilated him. He was like, I'm gonna get the drop on him. I just swung around 360 mace to the face. Remarkable. I hopefully don't lose to this guy, but just in case. Sweet. How do you get to that chest? Oh, there's a ladder. Duh. Alright, check this. Alright, never mind. I was gonna say check these skills, but I immediately broke the barrel I was attempting to jump onto. As it turns out, I do not have the skills to pay the bills. I had a feeling you were in here, but for some reason I told myself you weren't. So what's the lore reason for Marika's rune being in this random castle? Or one of Marika's runes. What is the lore? The lore! start busting into the Shadow Keep. Yeah, still not fighting you. I've broken a great room somewhere. What have I done? Hippopotamus. It's the hungry, hungry hippo. Surely he won't eat my ass. Okay. Okay, yep. So if I was a fat head, you gotta remember. Oh, right in the ass. How about that, Golden Hippo? That's for all the troubles you've caused me. My first playthrough. Feels good to beat that guy to a pulp. Garouche. I collected that weapon in my first playthrough. I don't know that I ever used it though. I thought for a second that he wasn't gonna fall off. Oh, I thought for a second I was, but I died anyways. Mighty unfortunate. Okay. So, I have an inquiry. A question. From here on out, I don't really know that there's any other modded bosses. Let me look it up, because I'm pretty sure I've defeated all the mod bosses at this point, and from here on out I'd just be fighting bosses that I fought not that long ago on stream. So let's look up Elden Convergence bosses. The new bosses. Can I get a list? Okay, here we go. Scarred, Crucible's Betrayer. We killed him. Godskin Matriarch. We did that one. Scion of the Sealed God. We did that one. Duru Scavenger King. Eleanor Ice Guardian. Yep. Spirit Shaper Kimir. We did not fight that one, actually. Okay, so that's one to go fight. We have Conrad, Pureblood Knight. We beat him. He kind of sucked. Syrah, Blade of the Ancients. Replaces the Godskin duo fight. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we beat that one. Dax, Starcaller Lord, we beat that. Sigurd, Knights Captain, we beat that. Shiburi's Chosen, yes. Goros, Scourge of Dreams, found in the Mimic Tears former area. Okay, we didn't fight that one. Reese, Carrion Paragon, Blighted Nox Ancestor. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to pop down here. We're gonna fight that. Oh, and Tyrna Night Mistress. We're gonna fight these three real quick. And we're gonna fight a Led Knight of Godwyn. And Blighted Nox Ancestor. We're gonna fight the DLC bosses. Or the DLC. The mod bosses. And then I'm gonna call it for this mod. Because at this point, for the most part, it feels like we're just playing Elden Ring again, and I have the piss filter on, and I have a non-base game weapon. Like, that's really not that big of a change. And I feel like this Convergence playthrough is starting to drag on. Just saying. Even if I don't, I guess I kind of gotta beat this boss to access the other two. I was gonna say, even if I don't beat them, I'll at least fight each one. I don't know that I necessarily have all the time in the world for that. So this was described on the wiki as a rune bear capable of inflicting sleep. Glad I didn't get slept, because I would have been very irritated with that. Cool. That was fairly easy for the point we are at. Maybe I will have time to do all of these then. Oh, I can... on the horse. This is new. Did that beetle run off the ledge? I think he did. Oh gosh, I don't feel like going through a bunch of stuff. Of different stuff to get through here. Oh, and of course you take me off of my horse. Please tell me I can just run through this. Oh, good. Their arrows inflict sleep. Nice. Nice. Oh, they're rats. Nice. Nothing, nothing required for me to do over here. Oh, goodness. What is this? We are definitely just running through all this because I can't be bothered. That was funny. That was pretty funny watching that guy go. Let's just fall past me. Pretty good. Pretty good. Gotta love Souls comedy. Bye. All right. Well, this is different. An exploding butterfly. Sir, that's animal cruelty. Holy moly, why did he deal so much damage just by getting near him? I mean, he wasn't insufferable like the gargoyles, so that was an improvement, I guess. Cool. Let's just go full Unga Bunga. All right. Couple more bosses to beat, and we will be good. Okay. Well, what am I... Okay. Are you gonna... Oh, you're not gonna force me off on the bridge. Thank you, I appreciate that. I just want to see your new bosses. Why did they have to go through such a great deal of effort to make so many of these areas so much more freaking annoying than they were? How do I break it? How much you want to bet that's the way to the bosses, too? The freaking what? Is that a helmet? What was that? Daegriff's Opus? It's a fist weapon. Why must you do everything in your power? Make finding your freaking bosses as annoying as possible. Yep, that's the bridge. That's the bridge. You know what? Oh, you know what? We're good. We're good. I'm good. I'm fine. I think we're gonna call it. I don't feel like speed running, feeling my way through these areas to try and find these bosses that, on the whole, have been very disappointing. They're not terrible. I'm not gonna just tear into the mod developer and say, "Oh man, these suck," but a great deal of them do not hold a candle to the good bosses in Elden Ring. So, you know, I haven't hated playing this mod. It's been interesting. But things I like, things I don't like, of course. I think it's a good mod. I think it could use some work. But, all that to be said, this is the end of our journey with the Convergence mod. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow with Bardic Blunders. And, yeah. Hope everybody has a great rest of your Monday.